Now we will discuss the second synthetic fiber, Teflon, that is also known as polytetrafluoroethylene, which is also known as polytetrafluoroethylene. This is the one of the synthetic fiber of the chlorofluorocarbon contains series, or we can say that these are the fibers which has a highly resistance towards the water molecule. Whenever it contact with atmosphere, it doesn't oxidize. There is no any kind of reaction with HCl, HNO3 or any other chemicals on that fiber materials. So Teflons and very applications of the Teflon is generally as a water resistance properties. Okay, so to prepare a Teflon, or we can say that this is also known as polytetrafluoroethylene, the monomer we require, that is the tetrafluoroethylene, that is the CF2 double bond CF2, tetrafluoroethylene. See, it is not, the scientist is not going to find out the tetrafluoroethylene or Teflon, but accidentally in 1939 one of the scientists has carried out their experiment in their laboratory. At that time he has carried out the polymerization of tetrafluoroethylene. Accidentally that tetrafluoroethylene, after polymerization reaction, the compound which he got has a highly water resistance properties, and that material is known as Teflon. Or after certain times there is so much research work were carried out on that materials, and nowadays the very high quality Teflons are available in all over the world. Okay, so here we need to prepare first of all tetrafluoroethylene. So how tetrafluoroethylene means, here two carbon atoms that is, and which contain the double bond, that is known as ethylene, but it contains the two fluorine groups on that both carbon atoms. So that's why this is known as tetrafluoroethylene. Okay, so now to prepare that tetrafluoroethylene we require certain kinds of minerals such as fluors or fluorspar, CaF2. One of the minerals, calcium difluoride, when you react with, or when you carry out its distillation with concentrated sulfuric acid, so that you will get calcium sulfate as well as hydrogen fluoride. So here we require hydrogen fluoride to prepare tetrafluoroethylene. So after the completion of this distillation of calcium fluoride, we have to extract the HF from that vessels. Then that HF will react with chloroform. 2 moles of HCl will be removed. So here we require 2 moles of hydrofluoric acid, and you will get CHClF2. What is the name of this compound? This compound is known as 1 carbon, 1 chloro and 2 fluoro. That means difluoro monochloromethane, or you can say that chloro difluoromethane, or you can say that dichloro or difluorochloromethane. Okay, so in first step we have to carry out the reaction of calcium fluoride and sulfuric acid. We will get CSO4 plus HF. Then that HF that we have prepared from the CF2 will react with chloroform, so that you will get the difluoro monochloromethane. Now this difluoro monochloromethane will react in third step at 600 degrees Celsius to 700 degrees Celsius temperature. That means we are going to here crack this molecule, or we have to carry out its pyrolysis reaction at 600 to 700 degrees Celsius temperature. 2 moles of such a compound and 2 moles of HCl will be removed, and we will get CF2 double bond CF2. Okay. So in this way we can prepare tetrafluoro dichloro tetrafluoroethylene. So this is the starting material to prepare the polytetrafluoroethylene. Now in next stage it's very simple. Now we have to take monomer of tetrafluoroethylene and we have to carry out its free radical polymerization. So in fourth stage, the n numbers of tetrafluoroethylene, there is a free radical polymerization reaction. So that you will get CF2-CF2 n numbers, that is known as Teflon, or it is known as polytetrafluoroethylene. So this is the another synthetic fiber, that is the Teflon, or you can also say that polytetrafluoroethylene. Very simple. See, flow sheet diagram I will directly share with you in Google Classroom. Okay, just you will have to understand that how this such a different kind of fibers we can synthesize. Okay, so to prepare the Teflon we require a calcium fluoride or fluorospar as a starting material, which will condensation distill out with constant H2SO. So you will get calcium sulfate and hydrofluoric acid. Now this hydrofluoric acid will react with chloroform, you will get difluoromonochloromethane, which on pyrolysis with 600 to 700 degrees Celsius temperature you will get the tetrafluoroethylene, and now n numbers of tetrafluoroethylene with free radical polymerization you will get the Teflon. And as I already told you that this Teflon has co-accidentally prepared. The scientists were not going to synthesize it, but accidentally this Teflon was prepared in 1914, and it has a highly water resistant properties. These materials are not oxidized in the presence of oxygen, as well as it doesn't react with HNO3, HCl or any kind of alkali. Okay,